So the 2015 Telstra New South Wales Businesswomen's Startup Award winner is Zoe Poynton, Open Agent.
Wow, thank you very much. Really quite a massive pleasure to be here. But I wanted to tell a little bit about my story and hopefully make my team and particularly my business partner Marta, who's here with me, very proud tonight. So when I was 6 years old, I cut my first entrepreneurial deal. We were on the Coromandel Peninsula in New Zealand for the summer, and Mum was paying me 20 cents per bait fish that I was able to catch. Soon enough, I was delivering more fish than could be used. Mum and Dad were slightly perplexed because frankly I wasn't that good at fishing. But they sat back and they thought they were teaching me a wonderful life lesson, even if it was turning out to be a little bit more expensive than they might have first imagined. The mystery was solved when my best friend Ryan turned up one day with a bucket full of fish. Ryan was a much better fisherman than I was. All of a sudden it made sense. Mum sighed, went to hand over the required cash, when Ryan unhelpfully burst out, "Mrs. Hodder, that's way too much. Zoe only gives me 10 cents a fish." Mum was mortified, but Dad, he was pretty proud. I think they weren't quite sure whether to punish me or reward me. I consider myself extremely fortunate to have had such thoughtful role models in my parents. Mostly I'm grateful for the lessons and values they taught me early on, and one of those was that work is not simply a job, but a passion, and you need to spend your life working on problems that you care about. Fast forward 25 years and I found myself deeply engrossed in a problem that I care very much about. What was so wrong with the real estate industry? The more I thought about it, the more I figured it had some pretty structural challenges that meant the most important people, the consumers, weren't getting great outcomes. At the end of the day, when you're selling your house, it's pretty simple. You want to sell for the most amount of money with the least amount of stress, and this just wasn't happening. At Open Agent, we're now 3 years into a 5-year vision of delivering that for Australian consumers. We're helping thousands of Australians go through the process of selling their house in a better way by bringing more insight, more transparency, and more control to the process. We're incredibly proud of everything we've done so far for our clients, and there's a lot more to come. Somewhere in between that fishing incident and the real estate epiphany, I somehow realized the value of surrounding myself with people who share my values and my passion for life, work, and adventure. At Open Agent, that person is my business partner, Marta, who shares my values, complements my skills, and without her, truly, Open Agent would simply be an idea. We make an incredible team. In winning this award, I'm incredibly proud, and I'm genuine in saying this is a recognition of not just me, but specifically me and Marta, and more broadly, everyone in our team, in our families, and in our networks who have helped us along the crazy journey that it has been. We're excited to keep delivering change in the real estate industry and making it better. We're excited to keep building a workplace of choice at Open Agent and building the best real estate tech and the best real estate customer service teams in the country. Finally, I hope that in winning this award, just like my parents did for me at an early age, I'm able to inspire and role model and instill self-belief in the next generation of female entrepreneurs. Thanks everybody for listening to my story.